a first-class warrior, reborn and taking in a serial killer from her previous life as her henchman, was once revered as the Black Queen. Now she's a little girl. The Black Queen possesses terrifying psychic powers and the ability to control zombies, causing a rift with humanity due to her strength and unique abilities. Rumors say she's ruthless and cold-blooded, but this little girl is clearly a comedic character, and Duan Fei can't reconcile the two. So, Duan Fei decides to win over Anya first. He needs to recruit more characters like her in the future. But Anya has downloaded an anti-fraud app, and those who contact her are rarely good people. Duan Fei suddenly realizes Anya is also an S-class ability user, so perhaps those who contacted him were the group that took New Moon. Anya earnestly says, "How about I draw it for you?" However, Anya's drawing skills are too abstract. The clues Duan Fei seemed to be trying to grasp vanished after seeing the drawing. The only useful information is that these people are capturing zombies. Just then, the ground suddenly cracked, revealing a vicious dog lurking beneath. Had it evolved the ability to burrow? Duan Fei told Anya to hold on tight, and immediately unleashed lightning-fast speed, cleaving the dog in two with a single strike, without shedding a drop of blood. Anya was amazed. Gazing at Duan Fei's profile, she became infatuated, playfully clinging to him and saying, "If my mental strength weren't insufficient, I would be your slave." A short while later, Duan Fei brought Anya back to the gymnasium. "So you were the one who eliminated that big flower?" Jin Bao looked towards the door, but Duan Fei emerged from the shadows. Anya clung to Duan Fei's shoulder reluctantly. Li Feng, however, was puzzled. "Duan Fei, you just used Shadow Strike." Duan Fei explained, "My ability allows me to borrow your abilities." To make a long story short, the situation has changed. Two unknown forces have appeared here. Keeping them around won't benefit you in any way. Moreover, with Ning Jing and Huan Huan here, we can't act with peace of mind. I'll have Jin Bao take you to the shelter. Once you're there, find someone named Chao Silong or Xiaku, and tell them I sent you. With your abilities, you'll definitely be taken seriously, don't worry. Then, Duan Fei used his Shadow Aura ability to envelop Anya, taking her to the shadow space and initiating a reconnaissance. This was a good opportunity to upgrade his attributes. During the week-long trip to the outskirts of Qinchuan, Duan Fei reaped the rewards. With 20,000 evolution points, he focused primarily on strength and agility. So, Duan Fei spent 5,000 points to raise his strength to level 8, and also raised his agility to level 8. The remaining evolution points were used for reconnaissance. That's settled then. Let's leave the evolution tree system first. The improved attributes were instantly reflected in his body, causing a qualitative change in his muscles. He could sense that his F-rank combat power had reached D-rank level. Let's go. Let's go to the center of Qinchuan first. Meanwhile, in the center of Qinchuan, what are these adventurers searching for with maps? What are they afraid of? Although Sister Yun had retreated, these monsters were a piece of cake for the boss. Alright, Awu. The entrance to the ruins is nearby. Awu then activated its ability to control the molecular structure of objects, altering their density. Spade asked, "Yun, did some mission fail?" Moving so fast, Awu sensed an underground entrance and immediately directed the surface molecules to it. We felt a chilling aura emanating from them. Duan Fei, on the other hand, was rushing over at top speed because the evolution tree had just reacted strongly. However, on his way, he had seen a group of people in the gathering garden burned alive. This showed that this group was definitely after something, and given the strange aura he had sensed, they were probably looking for what the evolution tree wanted. And yeah, our time is up. 10 minutes later, Duan Fei arrived at the entrance, only to find that someone had beaten him to it. Duan Fei immediately jumped down with Anya. This was Duan Fei's first time entering the ruins. Anya, don't stray too far from me. Duan Fei saw the puppets on one side of the fork in the road being killed, deducing that there weren't many of them, otherwise they wouldn't have chosen only one path. Money, being called a war puppet, was obviously no pushover. The moment Duan Fei charged, all the puppets' eyes glowed red, locking onto him. In the next instant, he could drink tea. They coordinated their attacks, daggers instantly felling a group of puppets. Anya found glittering stones inside the puppets. This should be the Iron Man's power source, if she remembered correctly, called energy stones, but only the lowest grade with no practical use. Duan Fei told Anya to get away quickly, because a puppet emitting a level 1 aura was charging towards them. The puppet slashed fiercely, but instead sliced through Duan Fei's shadow. In the next instant, Duan Fei disappeared from everyone's sight. When he reappeared, he was already behind the knight. In the next instant, dozens of shadow spikes pierced him, but he felt no pain, grabbing Duan Fei's shadow, preparing to tear him apart. He hadn't been forced to appear. As expected, a level 1 knight's awareness is different. Since magical attacks are ineffective against you, then use physical attacks. Duan Fei first severed the knight's right arm with his dagger, then flew to the knight's head and kicked it, causing it to explode. Looking at the immobilized knight puppet, Duan Fei lifted its core cover. Inside, there was not only an ultimate energy source but also a stone slab. Anya, keep this energy source safe. Duan Fei stared at the patterns on the stone slab for a long time, lost in thought. It seems this stone slab has another half. However, at this moment, the stone slab emitted a faint blue light, and the stone bricks beneath their feet began to tremble slightly, actually opening a passage resembling a staircase, leading Duan Fei back to the stone slab. The light then vanished, as if it had never appeared at all.